This is a much greater danger than David Wood. Much greater danger than.
Have you ever wondered who Muslims themselves consider the most dangerous person to Islam? Someone even most dangerous than David Wood. Think about it. David Wood publicly smashes Islam. Every time he does, Muslims react emotionally. They pray for his back to broken. They curse his family. They say very wild things. And yet, and yet, according to some Muslims, David Wood is not the biggest danger. Apparently, the person more dangerous than David Wood is Daniel Hakikachi. He's the problem. In their own reasoning, Muslims claim that Tawhid, so called oneness of Allah, is the simplest, clearest, most perfectly preserved doctrine in Islam, yeah? They insist it's perfectly understood and impossible to misunderstand. Yet, the same Muslims are now accusing Daniel Hakikachi of violating that very core doctrine of Islam. Daniel Hakikachi talks about how human beings can control the universe. I know. Strangely funny. So, he talks about how human beings can control the universe, okay? And another Muslim says that clearly that violates Tawhid. So now you have two Muslims, and they're not only Muslims, like two Muslim missionaries disagreeing about the one thing they say no one can possibly misunderstood. And because of the disagreement, Daniel is declared more dangerous to Islam than David Wood.
Reason why what Haqiqa Jew is saying is more dangerous is because he is from among us. Yeah, when you have a Muslim, and now I know we're getting into a discussion over whether he still is a Muslim because of what he's saying. And according to Muhammad Abdul Wahab, the least, if you start defending shirk, especially in the way he's doing, the least that you are is like someone who's upon major fisk. Yeah, that's the least. In any case, he is perceived. Yeah, he's perceived by a lot of people as a Muslim. And if Haqiqa Jew is saying things that undermine Tawheed, since he's validating in a way that has never been done before, the way he's validating this belief that humans control the universe, this is a much greater danger than David Wood, much greater danger than Apos and all these guys. Yani, subhanallah. Imagine any shubha you think of, any argument against Islam that you think of, when it's coming from a Christian, it has, let's say, it has this much weight. Imagine a Muslim says the same thing. Oh, a Muslim is saying this. You as a Muslim, you naturally will be more open to it because you're thinking, yeah, this guy's one of ours. He's saying it. He's admitting to it. So, subhanallah, Islam was sent, guys. Islam was sent in order to bring the people from the worship of idols, from polytheism to monotheism. Under this paradigm that Haqiqa Jew is operating on, la, uh, Islam wasn't about that, because apparently you can believe that humans control the universe. That's a valid belief. Can you imagine that? So what he's saying is directly contradicting the most basic teachings of Muhammad, peace be upon him. So I understand that some of you guys feel that this is, that hey, you're responding to a Muslim, bro. It's a much greater danger. This is a much bigger fitna than what these kuffar are saying. Now he's saying stuff that's going against the basics of Islam. He's going against Tawheed now. What's worse? What's worse, allying with an innovator, huh? Or validating the worst form of shirk? Ya Allah, tell me.
Daniel is declared more dangerous to Islam than David Wood. That means one Muslim publicly labeling another Muslim, one Muslim missionary is publicly labeling another Muslim missionary as the greater threat to Islam than external critic. That exposes how fragile Islam really is and how fragile their core doctrine doctrine really is. When Muslims start calling someone more dangerous than David Wood, questioning whether he is even Muslim and denouncing him as a threat, that kind of rhetoric can put physical safety at risk. I know that from my own experiences. I don't have to agree with Daniel Hakikachi to say that he should not be harmed. When Muslim missionaries use such language against another Muslim missionary, this kind of language, they're effectively unleashing their mobs, their dogs. And we have seen what happens in Muslim world when someone is branded as a threat to their faith. But none of this is surprising. When the foundation of Islam is not solid, when it is fragile, unstable, and not truly preserved, Muslims turn each other. It's not any Muslim. Muslim missionaries, the ones who are inviting the world to Islam. They start making takfir, declaring another Muslim to be the real danger. So, yes, while David Wood is considered extremely dangerous to Islam, now we are being told Daniel Hakikachi is even more dangerous than him. And it is Muslims who are saying this, not the critics. Meantime, please pray for well-being and safety of Daniel Hakikachi, because when Muslim missionaries say those kind of things, they send their dogs. They can't control their followers. They can't control their mobs. They send their dogs, their mobs out. Even though we disagree, we still pray for his well-being and his safety.